this now small ball mindset, this positionless game. I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now, Hernan Gomez. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. No good from Beasley.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Dort. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Beasley. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. Timberwolves passing it around. Hernan Gomez, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Dort. Now the dish to Adams. Shoots over Towns. The Thunder with another miss. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it. And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
To the inside. Here's Adams. Tries again. Kicks it out to Paul. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with the triple. Minnesota leading by 4. Okogie, the pass to Towns. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
And that one, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Okogie, the pass to Russell. Kicks it out to Beasley. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Hernan Gomez. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds.
Well, there's a willingness to mix it up on the glass, and that's a big plus for Karl Anthony Towns.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. The drive by Paul, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
In the summer of 2018, Karl Anthony Towns signing that 5-year, $158 million max contract.
Greg, given that he has a reputation of being frugal, that may last him a while. Consider after he was drafted. For a while, he didn't own a car. He actually walked around Minneapolis. Now, that could be a little cold in those chilly winter months.
Paul in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Timberwolves leading by 3. Reed the pass to Layman. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And it's Paul penetrating, and he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 9 points.
How about the ability to knife inside the defense? Chris Paul has been outstanding as a dribble driver his entire career.
Reed misses. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Noel. He's got 11.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
To the paint, here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
It's stolen by Schroeder. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and slam dunk by Noel.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Here's Lehman, and it's blocked, and they're able to recover. Here's Culver, and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. Chris Paul picks up that one. The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
I think one of the things coaches love to see are players who want to rise to a challenge. And Jarrett Culver exemplifies that attitude. This guy is thirsty to learn and always looking.
The guys on the team are already tough.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
We've got Ferguson. Muscala is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder and Diallo in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Lehman pass to Reed. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Up and in on the layup.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Schroeder passes to Noel. Back to Schroeder. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And it's Noel missing.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Noel passes to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Lehman. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Second shot opportunity. Here's Schroeder. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves. And the Thunder with some changes. Alinari comes in for Muscala. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Good on the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Well, leaving no doubt on that one, the explosiveness of Cat.
Beasley outside. Russell against Schroeder. And stolen by Noel. Here's Diallo. Yep, that one goes.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Down low. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Towns.
And this, to me, is important for Karl Anthony Towns. We know he has a terrific perimeter game, but I like to see him take charge on the interior first. You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? The drive by Schroeder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
This is where the speed of Dennis Schroeder comes into play. When he's moving like this, the defender is in a tough spot.
Minnesota making some changes. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Johnson. And Okogie subbed in for Culver.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Moving it up. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
The pass to Dort. To the inside, Adams. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota now the other way. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Dort gets it to go.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Hernangomez kicks to Beasley. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Hernangomez. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. A floater. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder out in front. They're up by 3. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... Chris Paul had a huge first quarter. He had 11 points and 1 assist. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
His power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Hernangomez in at the 4. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Russell dishes to Towns.
Well, Steven Adams will make you think twice if you're coming near the cup. He will send it back.
And it's Gallinari missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Okogie. Dort grabs the miss. Here's Paul. And it's good. 2 points. Paul's got 13.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team. All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
The Timberwolves have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Towns, no luck.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Russell passes to Okogie. Clock at 6. Here's Towns. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
And Adams with the slam.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 5.
And there's no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns has taken a much bigger leadership role on this Minnesota team.
No doubt, Greg. Once the departure of Jimmy Butler was secured, then the leadership role squarely falls on the shoulders of Karl Anthony Towns. Now, his style is totally different. He wants to be a bit more encouraging, but there's no question. He's the best player. He's got to lead the charge.
And it's Towns missing.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Well, that's how you bring out the best in your teammates. Towns is a prolific scorer, but guess what? He'll find you if you're open.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And that one misses. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Diallo. Passes it to Muscala. Schroeder, right side. Diallo the pass to Noel. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Reed. He's covered by Muscala. Reed misses. The drive by Schroeder.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
Shots good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has got 10 points.
You can see the vision and instincts of Jarrett Culver, able to spot the wide open man and hit him in rhythm.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Oklahoma City, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. That's good from Noel. All free throws good from Noel. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Reed the pass to Johnson. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
And Lehman now top of the key. It's stolen by Muscala. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Russell kicks to Johnson. Rebound by Muscala. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Leading by 5. Diallo no good. Pass to Reed. Culver. The putback is no good. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Thunder lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Mike Muscala out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
Johnson outside. Back to Lehman. Right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Okogie, the pass to Reed. The Thunder pull it in.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
The drive by Schroeder. Great tee that time from Johnson. Timberwolves trail by 5. Reed the pass to Layman. He dishes it to Johnson. Inside. Here's Reed. No good. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Russell passes to Layman. Back to Russell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Diallo kicks it over to Schroeder. Rebound by Johnson. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Okogie. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Okogie's got 4 points in the quarter. Thunder shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Schroeder passes to Ferguson. Russell against Noel. Oklahoma City moving it around. And it's Schroeder missing.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Yep, it counts. Now just a 3-point Thunder lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Schroeder. Not a lot of room. Good work there as it goes.
Dennis Schroeder has proven historically he is unafraid in big moments.
Oh, the power on that prudence!
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Okogie. And foul on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, the coach of the Thunder had some harsh words for his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Paul passes to Dort. And here's Gallinari. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. They're running, and here they go to tie it up. No good from Beasley.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge. SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Towns dishes to Russell. Back to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Beasley with it. Now defended by Adams. Towns kicks to Hernan Gomez. Back to Towns. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game. And that's it. a statement from Chris Paul. He understands game is in the balance. It's my time.
Beasley finds Towns. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, does he deliver? That is a determined young fella right there. Karl Anthony Towns.
Kicks it out to Beasley to take the lead. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
Over to the left wing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw. And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Towns, the pass to Russell. Okogie for three. Can't knock in the three. Ball right side. Good!
Well, the IQ is just at the top of the NBA game. Chris Paul so smart at getting to his spots.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Downtown Phoenix on a bright and we've got
Kevin, good evening.
knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Beasley is out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here is Hernan Gomez, and stolen by Booker. And here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You wonder if it's a good idea to foul Rubio there. I mean, he shot well under 40% from the field for his career, but at the line, he's north of 80%.
Both free throws good from Rubio. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Phoenix with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Rubio finds Ayton. Suns moving the ball around. Booker with no one around, and it's off from three-point range. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And that one is good by Beasley.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Now here's Booker. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
And the officials call a traveling violation. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Russell passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. And remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
And Russell gets it to go.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
And here's Booker from the arc. Second chance shot. Oubre finds Ayton. Beasley against Booker. That one no good. Towns with the defensive effort.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Beasley with a clean look from outside off the mark.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Kicks it out to Booker. Over Hernan Gomez. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Johnson against Saric. The second chance effort. Johnson with the block. Beasley outside. To the left wing. Reed the pass to Layman. Culver with it to the middle. Here's Reed. Baines with the block. Carter looking around. Pass to Baines. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And there's the pass to Jerome. Shot clock at 6. Bridges with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And it's Carter missing.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can. Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Reed controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here is Carter following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. Kaminsky is checked in for Sharch. And a change for the Timberwolves. Noel's checked in. Here's Baines. And nothing is falling for him right now. Minnesota leading by 10. To the paint. Here's Reed. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
It's good.
I like the way Kaminsky takes advantage of using the angles now. He plays smart inside.
Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. Down low. Booker dishes to Baines. He gets it in there.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Free throw good. Baines.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Here's Booker, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Suns trail by 9. Booker, right side. Kaminsky finds Oubre. To the right side. Inside. Lays it up off the glass.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Minnesota leading by 7. To the middle. Here's Towns. Another shot. Rebounded by Kaminsky. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Kicks it out to Rubio. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And stolen by Russell. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Sharch comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And it's Johnson in for Oubre. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Carter, he's checked in for the Suns. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Layman, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Layman pass to Johnson. Back to Layman. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Suns trail by 7. Here's Jerome. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds in this game. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. That's good from Beasley. And both free throws good for Beasley.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Jerome passes to Carter, and he comes up with the deuce. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Ayton kicks to Carter. And that one goes long.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, I tell you, you got to appreciate the energy Culver plays with. His smarts, his aggressiveness, especially when he puts those things to use on the board.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Layman, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. It was a fast pace for Minnesota at the outset. Their mission to dominate early was...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One guy who's getting it done is Malik Beasley.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley, and it's Okogie in a complete spot. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now Hernan Gomez. opponent. Hernan Gomez has got the lead up to 12 now for Minnesota.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
A nice shot by Booker.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
And Ayton throws it down.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Passes it to Towns. And stolen by Ayton. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. For three, Booker. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Russell passes to Towns. And here is Hernan Gomez. Johnson with the block. And now the Suns a fast break. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Rubio.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Pass to Towns. Back to Hernan Gomez. Another miss by Minnesota. Oubre outside. That one off the back iron and out.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And here's Booker from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Phoenix. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Left side, Towns. Booker with it. Now guarded by Towns.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Hernan Gomez has got 7 now in this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Rubio against Russell. And here's Booker from the arc. The shot, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
For 3, Okogie sinks the triple. Okogie's got 7 points.
It is a welcome sign for sure. When Okogie connects from deep, it really expands his offensive game.
Here's Ayton. Takes it out to Booker. There's the triple. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. And he jams it with authority.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
On the wing, Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Oubre outside. And the pass to Booker. Good on the triple. He's got 15.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
To the inside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
There's the great length we're always talking about with Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, leaving no doubt about that one.
To the paint, Towns with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, Russell in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Keeps it alive, and Booker able to finish. Booker's got 13 points in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Reed inside. Here's Lehman, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And so it's mid. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And, Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Devin Booker out there with Carter. And it's Kaminsky in at the 5. Who's out there for Phoenix.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Passes it to Noel. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Down low, Culver. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Booker, and he can't bank that one in. Minnesota leading by 9. Lehman pass to Reed. Back to Lehman. It's stolen by Sharks. Phoenix calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And Phoenix making a change here. Jerome is checked in. The Timberwolves making a switch here. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
And, you know, the thing about Kaminsky is he is a skilled shooter, but also a factor near the rim, too.
Johnson down low, covered by Saric. Has to be. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Suns trail by 7. Carter down low. Russell's there. And Saric kicks to Kaminsky. Pass to Bridges. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Russell left side. The pass to Reed. Beasley inside. Reed gets the bucket.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
To the middle. Feeds to Kaminsky. Pass to Jerome. Beasley with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. That 3 off the mark. The Suns running out of time. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. It's Beasley on the wing. 3-pointer. And that one is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Kicks to Bridges. Pass to Saric. Here's Jerome. Shot clock at 5. Here's Kaminsky. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And given how big Kaminsky is, it's tough to knock him off balance. I mean, he does a really good job of maintaining his focus.
And there's the call on Dario Saric. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Phoenix. And a change for the Timberwolves. Towns is checked in. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Beasley outside. Stolen by Rubio.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Out to Russell. Back to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Russell against Rubio, and Russell gets it to go on the assist by Towns.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
For 3, Booker. Minnesota with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Beasley for 3. The rebound by Johnson. Fast break, here come the Suns. Booker dishes to Oubre. Count that one.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Here's Johnson. And a miss there off the inbound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the
The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Getting off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure a win away from home. Now it's ended down to...
Hey, Kevin, we have...
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. Now, here's Fox. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Bogdanovich up top, covered by Beasley. Just 5 on the clock. Fox passes to Bielitsa. The Kings need to get off the shot here. And finished off by Bagley.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
So the Timberwolves call. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Mitchell outside. Back to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Ingles in the corner. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Russell passes to Towns. Tries again. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Bogdanovich left side. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Towns. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg, he's doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team. And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. Mitchell kicks to Ingles, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
A different look for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. Minnesota also making some changes. Jake Layman's checked in for Okogie, and Culver's subbed in for Beasley. Clarkson, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
For the Jazz, Davis comes in for Gobert, and it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Johnson, the pass to Culver. Johnson surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Culver.
And there's an example of Culver's improved upper body strength. Defenses are going to try to be physical with the young man.
Davis down low. Now the pass to Clarkson. Kicks it to Moutier. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Wide open look. That one's not going to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. Pass to Reed. Tipped away. And now Utah, fast break. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Moutier with the ball. Culver covering. Outside for Davis to the wing right side. Moutier dishes to Davis. Passes to Clarkson. From past the arc. With the putback. And another shot. Out to the right wing. Outside Bogdanovich. The dish to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Moutier. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Timberwolves leading by 3. Johnson, the pass to Noel. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. Clarkson picks to Moutier. Back to Clarkson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Feeds it to Johnson. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Unable to get that one. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 4. And we'll get things. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Culver. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position. Here's Davis. Mitchell in the corner. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Conley now comes in for Moutier. Russell finds Towns. Back to Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Russell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Minnesota leading by 10. To the wing on the left. Down low. It's stolen by Ingles. Outside Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Right side Towns. It's Beasley on the wing. No good on the triple. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. A 15-footer. And it's Mitchell missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Kicks it out to Beasley. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Jazz trail by 8. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Russell. Mitchell's shot is good.
Off contact, to me, when you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, that toughness for a young fella is on full display.
Over to the wing. Russell finds Towns. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Minnesota also with the sub. Johnson's checked in. The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Clarkson. The pass to Gobert. And he banks in the layup. Gobert's got his second bucket of the game to go. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Layman, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Got a piece of it. Towns with the steal. Layman pass to Johnson. Beasley up top. Out to the right wing. Towns dishes to Johnson. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Jazz trail by 4. Inside, Gobert. Towns with the defensive effort.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
You love to see it. Biggs giving that kind of effort. Johnson running the floor with energy. He'll do anything to help his team.
Pass to Gobert. Dishes it to Ingles. Back to Gobert. Johnson against Bogdanovich. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Russell passes to Johnson. Gobert with the block. Clarkson on the wing. He kicks to Gobert. Ingles against Johnson. Ingles passes to Clarkson. He dishes it to Gobert. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Layman in the corner. Gobert brings the double team. Back to Layman. To the inside. Here's Towns. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. They recover it. The wide open look here for Ingles. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. And it's Towns missing.
Needing right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league. He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
And the pass to Towns. Beasley outside. Back to Towns. The shot that time, not on target. The Jazz go the other way with it. Here's Conley. No good. That would have tied it. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. That shot off. To the middle. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Okogie, the pass to Beasley. Here's Towns. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint.
Mitchell kicks to Ingles. He feeds it to Gobert. For the tie. Back to Ingles. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Passes it to Beasley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. And the Jazz with some changes. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Culver passes to Okogie. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Culver's shot is off. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Reed. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Ed Davis. The Timberwolves have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And then for Minnesota, Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Jake Layman subbed in for Josh Okogie. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Noel. Up again. Gobert pulls it in. And there's the call on Jake Layman. That is his first foul of the game. Utah trailing here. Moutier finds Clarkson. Back to Moutier. Right side Davis. And here is O'Neal. Moutier pass to Gobert. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Gobert's got the game tied up here for the Jazz. Pass to Moutier. For the lead, the feed to Davis. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. There's the pass to Layman. And he gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
It's deflected.
And great positioning there from Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block.
And slam dunk by Johnson.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Pass to Noel. Here's Reed, defended by Moutier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Utah with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Both free throws good from Moutier. Johnson outside. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Down low. Here's Russell. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Tie game in Utah. And we're coming right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. We've got D'Angelo Russell. He's out there with Culver. And it's Reed in at the 5 roaming the paint.
And to begin his career, teams happy to send Gobert to the free throw line. His free throw shooting has been a focus.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for James Johnson.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Culver kicks to Hernan Gomez. Culver in the corner. Back to Hernan Gomez. And it's Russell in the corner. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
For the Jazz, Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mitchell in for Jordan Clarkson. Minnesota also with the sub. Beasley's checked in. Here's Ingles. And the layup's good off the glass. Ingles has got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And in the first half, it was a struggle offensively, shooting a very low percentage, but it hasn't prevented them from grabbing the lead. And now they're shooting it much better here in the second.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Timberwolves trail by 6. It's stolen by Gobert. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Russell against Conley. Here's Gobert. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Timberwolves passing it around. For 3, Okogie. A rebound by Mitchell. And here are the Jazz now. They're on a 12-4 run. Conley gets the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game. Okogie misses. For Utah, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammate.
And the basket by Okogie.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Out to Conley. Back to Mitchell. From deep Ingles. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Jazz lead by 13.
This is what Ingles gives you. Good size in the backcourt, high energy, and unbelievable touch from range.
Towns, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Gobert. Crafty move. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Okogie, and that one good. Okogie's got it back down to within single digits for the Timberwolves. For Utah, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Here's Mitchell. Bucket is good.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Another miss by Minnesota.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Oni passes to Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Jazz.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Towns against Bradley. The pass to Morgan. Here's Oni. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Out left to the wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Johnson. No good there. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Towns in at the center position. Now, here is Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
Second free throw, no good. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They get the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Russell. Here's a Kogi. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
And Adams with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, he sort of glides around the court, then suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
Out to Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Over Russell. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Here's Beasley. Second shot opportunity. Here's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Paul goes in, and the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Count it, good. 6 points for Steven Adams.
Zero hesitation from Shea on that play.
And there's the pass to Okogie. Pass to Russell. It's Beasley on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Shot clock at 6.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Pass to Dort. Here's Adams. Excellent D there from Beasley. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Okogie. The rebound by Steven Adams. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. It's good.
Good poise there from the young Gilgeous-Alexander, not allowing himself to get rattled.
Hernan Gomez passes to Okogie. Back to Hernan Gomez. Now Towns. Russell dishes to Towns.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Towns, no luck.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And Dort gets it to go. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Beasley finds Towns. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dort passes to Gallinari. They double him with Russell, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. Here's Towns. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Towns. Johnson outside. Towns trying to get open. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Gallinari. Launches a 3. The Thunder keep it going. A new 14-second clock.
Gilgeous-Alexander skilled and athletic, and that time hits the offensive glass.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And he gets it back.
What about Ferguson combining all of that athleticism?
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity to the game.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Dennis Schroeder. Noel is out there with Mike Muscala, and it's Diallo in at the 2. Timberwolves trail by 3. Noel passes to Culver. And the Thunder pushing it up now. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And remember, in the early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Culver, and he drops it in from the low post. Culver's got his first points in this one.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
Inside, and then Johnson with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Diallo. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Johnson. Layman pass to Johnson. Here's Lehman. To the paint. They get a hand on it. Diallo with it. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Timberwolves shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Oklahoma City trailing. The drive by Paul. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Count that bucket. 8 points for Steven Adams.
There's the willingness to compete from Steven Adams right there. Finishes through contact.
Beasley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Beasley dishes to Towns. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Beasley. Back to Towns. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Adams has got the ball here for the Thunder. Gallinari on the wing. No good on the three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
46 seconds left now here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. And the wide open shot from Paul. His three-pointers off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Here's a Kobe. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Outside, Russell. Lock at 6. To the inside, Towns. Makes it off the glass. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Paul passes to Adams. Out to Gallinari. No good from outside. Got it off in time. Doesn't go that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The deepest hole they got themselves. And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's a Kobe in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. And here's Beasley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hernan Gomez passes to Beasley. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Paul looking around. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
James Johnson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Torch gets it to go.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Reed. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Noel passes to Reed, and the shot is good. Reed's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
Down low. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Minnesota making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Thunder trailing by 3. Now Schroeder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Ferguson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Russell inside. Diallo's there. That's tipped.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And Minnesota has possession. They lead by 1.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Noel down low. Now the pass to Ferguson. To the middle. Culver with the steal. Russell left side. On the wing, Johnson. Passes it to Layman. It's stolen by Muscala. Johnson kicks to Layman. That's in there. Jackson with the assist. And now a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
The Thunder have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Johnson. Hernan Gomez comes in for Jake Layman. And Okogie subbed in for Culver. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Muscala. Gallinari comes in for Diallo. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. And the Thunder making a change here. Dort's checked in. Paul passes to Adams, and stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And you can see Beasley's athleticism as he's out in the open court getting it done.
Dort misses.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Hernan Gomez, and finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
The Thunder have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
This is an area where Chris Paul has been solid every year, always right around 90% from the charity stripe. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Paul. A rebound by the Timberwolves. To the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. It'll count. No good that time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 5. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Timberwolves leading by 5. So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Oh!
Yeah. Gilgeous-Alexander with that height at his position allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Russell finds Towns. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Knocks it loose. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
Kicks it out to Paul. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Russell passes to Beasley. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Adams, some nice D. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Here's a Kogi, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. The Thunder leading by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving it around. And Noel kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Dort. Launches it. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And the basket by Okogie.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, the coach of the Thunder had some harsh words for his team. He said, hey, guys, we haven't played well at all tonight, but we're still in this thing. Let's just get a couple of baskets. We can take control. Guys, we'll see if they listen to him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And it's Russell missing. They can take their time on this possession.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And Beasley, here we go. And that one's good. Towns.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. Would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Poked loose. Diallo. And Adams kicks to Paul. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Okogie. And the layup's good off the glass.
Beautiful assist in transition. They beat the defense down the floor. The ball always wins.
It's stolen by Johnson. To the inside. And stolen by Noel. The pass to Paul. Johnson with the block. There's Okogie. Started by Schroeder. Beasley, the pass to Towns. Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's when Chris Paul kicks in that extra gear, 4th to 5th. And I love how he slips past D on the drive.
Russell, no luck.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
A shake. And Paul lays it in. Paul's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Schroeder outside. Noel passes to Adams. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Thunder.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Chris Paul.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
In the corner, it's Diallo. Paul passes to Noel. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Thunder lead by 12.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. So it's Minnesota now. Here's Okogie. It's tipped, but they get it back. Towns, no luck. Paul with the buckets.
So creative right there. Paul's fantastic at finding ways to get inside and capitalize, whether it's him or a teammate.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Hi, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports Payday.
Well, Kevin,
special talent indeed. David, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Timberwolves, Russell is out there with Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Now, here is Russell. Over Rubio. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
You get a sense there of how challenging it is to guard DeAndre Ayton. Gets good position, makes the defense react. You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Now here's Towns. Hernan Gomez passes to Beasley. Hernan Gomez against Johnson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Phoenix's ball.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Booker with no one around, plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Doris, Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
Now here's Beasley. Pocket 2. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And here's Booker from the arc. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. There's the pass to Beasley. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker finds Ayton. Shoots over Towns. And it's Ayton missing. Passes it to Okogie. Out to Russell. Beasley outside. He's looking for Russell and finds him. Right side Towns. And stolen by Ayton. For 3, Booker. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
Here's Russell, and he banks in the layup. Russell's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And Towns throws it down.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Now, here's Rubio. Pass to Booker. Lets it go from deep. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Timberwolves have gone 50% for the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Beasley dishes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Look out below, an airmail special by Cat.
Booker the pass to Rubio. Here's Oubre, kept alive, and Ayton stays with it.
Just in a perfect position
to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Okogie. Russell looking around. Feeds it to Towns. Oubre with the steal. Russell against Johnson. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Minnesota. Johnson, he's checked in for Hernangomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. The drive by Booker. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Here's Culver. It's stolen by Carter. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Saric kicks to Carter. Back to Saric. And that one drops for him.
Well, zero hesitation on that catch and shoot. Dario, not shy, playing confidently. Nicely done.
Inside, Reed. Some solid defense from Saric.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back in just a moment with this. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going in.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Suns, Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Jerome in at point guard. Kicks it out to Johnson. Culver passes to Reed. Carter comes in with the double team. The pass to Reed. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from three-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
Kaminsky is checked in for Aaron Baines. Bridges misses.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Noel passes to Culver. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Noel, no good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Phoenix. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. The shot by Saric, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Impressive physical ability from Jarrett Culver. Explodes off the floor and gets to the cup.
And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Okogie's checked in. And it's Rubio penetrating. Here's Kaminsky. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your agent.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Passes to Hernan Gomez. Out to Russell. And it's Beasley in the corner. To the middle. And stolen by Ayton.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Takes it out to Booker. Hits the 3-point bomb. Booker's got 8 points.
Well, the mechanically sound shooting form of Devin Booker on display. That is pretty.
Back to Hernan Gomez. Down low. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
And Doris, the offense is there for Towns. That's obvious. But how does he improve defensively?
Well, you make a great point. Number one, he's always carried such a heavy burden offensively. Remember, this is a big guy, actually size 20 feet. So quickness laterally has always been an issue. For me, it's about one thing. Know your personnel and play smart angles, and that should help immensely.
Okogie, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The drive by Rubio. Rebound by Okogie.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Back to Beasley. Poked away and stolen by Booker. Rubio, the pass to Oubre. Back to Rubio. Pass to Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the 3-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the inside. And it's Ayton missing. Timberwolves leading by 4.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Back to Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Town. Russell's got 8 points.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The period wrapped up with the teams...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Beasley finds Russell. Back to Beasley. To the paint. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And that one's good. Russell.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
And Rubio kicks to Booker. Dishes it to Ayton. And he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for him.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Over to the left wing. Back to Russell. Easily in the post. Working on Booker. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Shot clock at 5. Here's Okogie. Trying his luck from deep. Towns. And it's Towns on the follow.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Booker dishes to Oubre. Back to Booker. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Beasley against Booker. They double him with Booker. Here's Russell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Russell's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Beasley.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
And standing 6'7", Jarrett Culver with great positional size at that combo guard position.
You know what, Greg? He has drawn some parallels to Karis LeVert with his frame. And obviously similar styles, too. Both guys very fluid off the dribble.
Johnson, the pass to Reed, goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
The shot by Sharch, no good. Minnesota leading by 9. Johnson outside. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And here's Sharch. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Baines. To halt the run. The second chance effort. Out to Carter. And there's the pass to Baines. Carter outside. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Noel passes to Lehman. To the left side wing. Down low. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Carter left side. Up again. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Noel, no good. Suns trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Sharch inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Bridges. Good. Nice job down low.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Carter leading the charge. And contact on the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Timberwolves leading by 7. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. And it's Kaminsky in at the 5 spot. Back to Saric. Good ball movement here by the Suns. To the left wing. He's off on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And hard work on the glass once again, guys.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Reed gets the bucket.
You can see the vision and instincts of Jarrett Culver, able to spot the wide open man and hit him in rhythm.
Kicks it out to Rubio. The 15-footer. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds in the game. Russell passes to Towns. And here's Russell. To the middle. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. And now it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And here's Booker from the arc. Again, the miss by Booker for Minnesota. They've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Booker. Nice D from Russell.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Towns kicks to Culver. Back to Towns. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points, and the shot goes down. Kaminsky's got it back down to single digits for Phoenix.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Outside, Russell takes a three. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Saric passes to Kaminsky. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Russell with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Shoots the three. No good that time. Suns trail by 9. Here's Rubio. A shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Malik Beasley comes in for Culver. And for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for Kaminsky. Johnson comes in for Saric. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Bridges. Booker the pass to Oubre. Here's Rubio. Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Rubio. 5 to shoot. With 3. Booker. Rebound, Minnesota. Beasley with it. Now guarded by Booker. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's the Suns with the ball. They trail by 9 points. And Ayton stays with it.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
The shot by Layman, no good. Ayton, the pass to Booker. There's the three. Count it. Now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the chart.
And with tip-off.
Kevin, thank you very much. We know Rudy Gobert.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And for Minnesota, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Russell is out there with Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Gobert with the block. Bogdanovich against Hernan Gomez. That was a strong dunk.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich. The shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Inside, here's Beasley. Pass to Towns. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Gobert can't hit.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Gobert pulls it in. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the basket by Ingles.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Mitchell. Gobert, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Russell passes to Okogie. The feed to Beasley. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Beasley with the steal. The kick out to Towns. Back to Beasley. To the inside. Gobert with the block. Beasley with the steal. There's the dish to Towns. He can't hit that time. So Utah will take it the other way. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Now here's Conley. Tight defense on him. Here's Gobert. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Layman subbed in for Josh Okogie. O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. And Beasley, here we go. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Outside, Russell, just 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Here's Mitchell. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Moutier following the score by James Johnson. Gobert, Reed with the rebound. There's 1:38 left in the first. Here's Noel. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Clarkson. It's deflected. Down low. Here's Culver. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Clarkson finds Gobert. Here's Moutier. And here's Clarkson. Banked in off the glass.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
The Timberwolves have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Out to the right wing, to the paint. Here's Reed. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
It's stolen by Moutier. Clarkson passes to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
As he often does, Clarkson pushing the action, drawing a trip to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. No good on the second free throw. They get the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Noel passes to Reed. Here's Noel. Guarded by O'Neal. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. With 2 seconds left, Johnson with the block. And they get it back. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Jazz lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Utah, Gobert is out there with Davis. Then it's Moutier. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Ingles in at small forward. And Davis throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. It's deflected. Over to the left wing. Johnson over to help. Clarkson kicks to Ingles. Gobert the pass to Davis. Clock at 4. Over Johnson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Mitchell, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. Okogie, the pass to Towns. He had stolen by Ingles. Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. And Davis can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 4. Jazz have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit.
But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group. A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Hernan-Gomez kicks to Beasley. Back to Hernan-Gomez. Stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break. Team's running, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Towns, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 6.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
Davis kicks to Clarkson. Mitchell dishes to Davis. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Lehman, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Utah also making some changes. Bogdanovich is checked in for Joe Ingles. And O'Neal subbed in for Clarkson. Russell passes to Towns. It's stolen by Davis. And again, Utah running the court in transition. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Showing the willingness and the effort to get out and run, Bogdanovich knows how to create scoring opportunity.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's O'Neal. Got a piece of it. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Mitchell.
And, you know, on the defensive end, that's the intensity Russell's coaches want to see more of from him.
Culver's checked in for Beasley. Timberwolves trail by 8. Russell passes to Towns. That one goes in. Towns has got 4 this quarter. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Lays it up off the glass. O'Neal's got his first bucket in this one. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Jazz.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
Gobert can't hit. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 9 points. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Reed misses. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Out to Conley. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 3 seconds left. Misses the layup. And the first half is now in the books. Jazz out in front. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points and that does it for our halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell, and it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 12, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Beasley finds Towns. Okogie for three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Beasley dishes to Towns. Gobert with the block. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Outside, Russell. Pass to Johnson. To the middle. Out to the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. Inside. And here's the fast break. Beasley inside. Ingles covering. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Gobert pulls it in. Jazz leading by 10. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Culver's checked in for Malik Beasley. And a switcher also for Utah. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Davis at the elbow. The Jazz working the ball around now. Clarkson finds Mitchell. Trying to get open as Davis falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
One-on-one fast break. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. And stolen by Russell. Johnson with it. Now defended by Gobert. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Boy, that's a great job by Okogie to get out in front and finish off the break.
Now the pass to Davis. It's good. Davis has got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Russell dishes to Towns. Culver, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Pass to Ingles. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 19-point game. Layman pass to Reed, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 6.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
The wide open look here for Ingles. A three-pointer, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles. Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Mitchell. Back to Layman. In tight, he gets the jumper to fall. Layman's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Bogdanovich wide open. Beasley with the rebound. Knocked away. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. With 4 seconds on the clock. Nice jump shot. Good. Layman's got 4 points this quarter.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. It's been an excellent game. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5, down low. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Utah Jazz.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them back, and I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Okogie misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And Towns throws it down.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And now Utah, fast break. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves passing it around.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Out to Conley. Back to Gobert. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
And good that time.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Conley dishes to Mitchell, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
And, you know, Bogdanovich played for 10 years in Europe before coming to the NBA. Just now coming into his prime, but he's got a lot of pro experience.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Right side, Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Kicks it out to Beasley. And the top of the key, Towns. To the paint. Here's Okogie. Towns, the pass to Okogie. Bogdanovich looking around. Over in the corner, Conley. Pass to O'Neal. On the wing, Mitchell. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Okogie for 3. Here's Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
So both teams making some changes here. 1:32 left to play in the final quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Jazz.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
They swipe it. Bradley passes to Niang. Here's Oni. Passes it to Niang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The pass to Oni. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Vanderbilt the pass to Reed. No good on the shot. And Utah the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Moutier looking around. Right wing. Here's Niang from deep three-point range. Reed with the rebound. From deep, Evans misses the shot. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.